What if the life you're living right now isn't happening to you at all? What if it's happening because of you? Every feeling you repeat, every emotion your body clings to, every silent belief you carry, is being broadcast into a field that mirrors you with perfect accuracy. Reality doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. Before we go deeper, ask yourself, what emotion has been running your life lately? Just notice it.
Most people believe the world acts first, and they react second. But the deeper truth is reversed. Your inner state is the cause. Your reality is the effect. Your emotional baseline becomes the blueprint the field reflects back. The quantum field doesn't listen to affirmations, wishes, or thoughts. It mirrors your dominant emotional frequency. If you live in lack, fear, or doubt, that's the signal the field receives. If you live in calm, trust, and gratitude, the reflection changes. Here's a question to feel into. Do your emotions match the life you say you want, or the one you fear?
This is why some people move, switch partners, change jobs, yet still experience the same patterns. The environment changed. The vibration didn't. Old stress, old reactions, old emotional habits. These loops become the default broadcast. Here's the breakthrough. If an experience can create an emotion, then an emotion can create an experience. Instead of waiting for life to give you a reason to feel whole, you generate the state first. Not pretending, not forcing, just teaching your body a new feeling. Once the new emotion becomes familiar inside you, the field has no choice but to mirror it. The hardest part isn't choosing a new vibration. It's releasing the emotional identity built from the past. That identity tries to pull you back with old stories and old reactions. But when you start observing those reactions instead of becoming them, you step out of the loop. A new space opens. A new signal begins. Ask yourself, what old emotional version of you are you ready to outgrow? Just name it quietly.
Most people don't realize how easily their vibration slips when life gets loud.
It happens in tiny moments. A sigh, a thought, a memory pulling you backward. And without noticing, the body returns to the old emotional baseline. Not because it's true, but because it's familiar. That familiarity is dangerous. It tricks you into living yesterday's vibration over and over again. Your mind can tell you you've changed, but your body can be broadcasting the exact opposite. That's why results don't show up. Your words say, "I'm ready," but your nervous system whispers, "I'm still afraid." Until your body joins the future you're trying to create, the field will keep mirroring the past you haven't released. Real transformation begins when your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors stop contradicting each other. When your inner world finally points in one direction instead of three, that alignment isn't magical, it's mechanical. Once your system stops sending mixed signals, the field responds quickly and clearly. Because clarity within becomes clarity reflected. Here's the paradox no one tells you. You're not trying to create a new reality. You're trying to stop creating the old one. You think you're building something new, aligning with something new, manifesting something new. But in truth, the future is already formed as potential. What keeps it out of your reach isn't lack of effort or lack of clarity. It's the unconscious repetition of who you used to be. You're not struggling to step into a new timeline. You're struggling to step out of the one your emotions are still funding. And here's the twist. You don't fail because the new reality is too far away. You fail because the old reality is too familiar. That's the prison, and that's the door. There's a version of you right now, living a completely different life. Not in another dimension, in this one. But your emotions won't let you meet them. Every time you choose the familiar reaction, the familiar fear, the familiar doubt, you step back into the timeline where your potential stays locked behind a door you keep closing. You're not fighting fate. You're fighting the you that refuses to disappear. Every emotion you hold comes with a cost, a frequency debt. Fear collects interest. Regret compounds. Unprocessed memories drain you like invisible taxes. You think you're tired because of your life, but it's often your past emotions charging you for a future you haven't stepped into yet. Until you pay that debt, by feeling, releasing, upgrading, the field will keep sending the bill back to your doorstep. You've been told to observe your thoughts, but observation alone is a trap. You can watch your patterns for years and still never break them. Awareness without interruption just becomes another form of survival. The field doesn't change because you see the pattern. It changes because you stop feeding it. The moment you interrupt the old signal, mid-thought, mid-emotion, mid-reaction, that's when the timeline cracks open. There's a moment in your day most people ignore, the silence between your thoughts. That tiny gap where you're not reacting, not remembering, not predicting. You're just there. That silence is not empty. It's the purest version of your frequency, and the field reads that more clearly than anything you say or think. Because the truth is, you're not defined by your loud emotions. You're defined by the quiet ones you return to when no one is watching. Your silent assumptions, your unspoken expectations, your forgotten wounds. Those invisible signals shape your reality more consistently than any intention you set during the day. And here's the part that flips everything. Your life doesn't change when you think differently. Your life changes when your silence feels different. When your baseline shifts from fear to calm, from survival to awareness, the reflection begins shifting on its own. Your vibration isn't shaped by rare moments of meditation. It's shaped by how you move through the ordinary moments, how you breathe, how you think when no one hears you, how gently you return to your chosen state after being shaken. When the new frequency becomes your emotional home, reality reorganizes around it, because the field doesn't mirror what you desire. It mirrors what you consistently embody. If this message stirred something inside you, subscribe and step deeper with me. I'll see you in the next dimension.